15 days, 8,000 kilometers, and 500 people full of entrepreneurial dreams. That's exactly what this Jagriti Yatra is all about. Jagriti Yatra is a national odyssey where 500 people from all across India embark on this very wonderful train journey which takes them throughout India. They meet a lot of people who also share similar business dreams. They go to the heartland of India in which they look at all business models from which they can take some ideas.
So our aim is, our vision is that how we can ask or inspire more and more young people to start enterprises in their own places so that they can create local jobs and livelihoods. So every year we do this journey for 15 days. We select 500 young people. It's an application based process. They have to apply, then they are selected, and then they come on this beautiful journey. It's very experiential in nature. They go and meet, like they have come today to Sri City. They went to ISRO this morning. So they go and meet such inspiring entrepreneurs and places, learn from them, network with each other, and finally many of them then go back and start their own enterprises.
What role will these Viksit Bharat ambassadors play in their own tier 2 and tier 3 districts? So the real economy lies in tier 2 and tier 3 districts. Although everyone is welcome from tier 1 as well, they can come and they should come. But in order to see the Viksit Bharat that we are aiming for, I believe that that will happen if we are able to energize and inspire the youth from tier 2 and tier 3 districts. And we've already done that till now. Around 8,500 yatris have done this yatra. In future, when India turns its 100 years of independence, there will be 20,000 Viksit Bharat ambassadors or yatris, Jagriti Yatra ke yatris honge across the country, which will play a very important role in country's economic development. A lot of yatris, as I said earlier, have founded their co-founders on the train, and we have several such examples. I can give you a few of examples, and some of them are also traveling on this train right now as yatripreneurs. So Rasik was from Nasik, Chirag was from Delhi. Rasik was good with marketing and was good with that. Chirag was good in coding, but they both came on the train and they identified one common problem. They said, yeah, there's a lot of parking problem in the country. And that's how they formed Get My Parking, right? And currently Get My Parking has more than 200 plus employees and they are operational in 12 different countries. So yeah, likewise there are several such examples. A lot of yatris have, came on the yatra, gotten inspired, not sure at that point in time that what to do, but they got energized after this yatra.
As the train chugs along India's towns, friendships are forged and business ideas are shaped up.
When me and my younger brother thought of a startup, and we started with the unit of manufacturing ghee. So, you would ask why ghee? So, ghee is a superfood. We clearly want to empower our rural livelihood. The place where I come from, Solapur, is a smart city now. But of course, that thought of giving back to my place is there. And we want to take ghee to the global level. So, it's a local to global. That's the whole thought.
Basically, we are working with 170 plus tribals community in Northeast India. Since Northeast India is a little bit far than mainland India, okay, some of the facilities, some of the advantage is not available at the time. So we want to create a bridge, and we're promoting this tribals community who are really downward to society and they are not coming up, and we're promoting their products, their hidden arts, culture. So it's like promoting Northeast, promoting their culture, arts. I hope I can utilize the best of this yatra to connect with them, to empower them or to promote them in a different forum.
If I meet you and you're also a startup founder, you must have tried 10 things before me, right? If I meet another person, that person must have also tried 10 different things. If I have to try those 10 different things, I will have to first try them, and there's a very big chance I won't even cover all of them. But if I just talk to you and I ask you, what have you done? You can simply tell me that, okay, I have tried these things, this has worked, this has not worked. So my trial and error method just shortens out. So I just feel like a place like this where so many people are here and everyone is very critically curated. Like, it's a very critically filtered group. Everyone has come after so many layers of interview. So everyone has so much to offer. Just talking to them, अच्छे लोगों की संगति में रहने से अच्छा ही होता है. So it's just that.
We are into STEM education. So we are building hardware and software solution for schools and institute, as our Indian government promoting robotics, AI from school itself, that we can cope up with the world. So we need to teach these kind of advanced things from the school level itself. So for that, government has already set up in the lab, they are providing the funds. But the things that is missing is that we don't have our own hardware and software solution for that. We are depending on like from USA Lego and other things like generic kits that we are getting from China. So what we have thought is that, look, we have to make our own hardware that is totally indigenous and compatible with our Indian system and Indian syllabus. So we are working on that.
My role is more a supporting role. I support social innovation. I support social entrepreneurs. I don't consider myself one. And so now I'm getting a sense of, you know, really inspiration and determination in these folks. And so I'm just even more motivated to go back and do that and take with me some of that ambition and excitement and courage and I think bravery to see the possibility where you might not otherwise see one. And I think that's kind of what it is to be an entrepreneur or an innovator, is to see potential where others might see a complete mess. And so, you know, we're very privileged in Canada. There's a lot that we do have that doesn't exist in India. And at the same time, we have cities and communities without water, without power, without, you know, without the basic necessities being met. And I think what we need, you know, in addition to entrepreneurial ideas and insight is a culture, more broadly speaking, that cares about one another. And I think I see a lot of that on this train. Everyone cares for one another, everyone's concerned. There's chaos, and yet, like I said, there's calm and there's care. And I think we can use a lot more of that.
You know, the problem is that there is 1.4 billion people in India right now, and out of that, only 2 million people are filing their income tax returns. So, and that too majorly from urban population. So, considering the rural population is so massive, they don't know what the benefit of ITR is. They lie below the basic exemption limits, though they don't file that. So that leaves them, you know, away from all the loans advantage that they can take, all the government subsidies that they can avail. Maybe if they want to send their children to study abroad, they can't do that because they don't have their net worth certificate. So what I'll do is, I'll create a platform that will partner up with local teachers in the villages, and they will create awareness amongst the villagers that they need to file the ITR, and they can do that simply by approaching that teacher in their community who can file the ITR on my platform.
Okay.
So I'm searching for somebody, so I'm the finance guy, so I'm searching for somebody who's a tech guy who can build the tech, and maybe I can deploy it on the business on the rural part of India. Because currently I have my distribution in rural Rajasthan.
I have been a visitor to my own house. So when I went to my own house when I was like 8 years of age, the things that I was asked to do was very different than the things that I was asked to do in my boarding school. And it never really settled well with me. And one day my health was really upset. She told my mother that, you know, her daughter's family is beating her up and there is a lot of problems happening. And I got very angry because, you know, a young 17-year-old girl, she's like, how can this happen? And my mother pulled me aside and she told me one word: if you don't have power, don't empower. And since that day, it stayed with me. So even when I'm in London, my work is to help women who are in high risk. So I help women mentally, financially and socially who go through domestic abuse, rape, and who are at high risk, and who are immigrant women, South Asian society. So I want to, and the channel over there to help people to do things is so smooth and so transition. And I am from a place, it could be me, but my parents decided to bring a change for me. So why don't I bring a change for other people? And even if I settle there and I'm having an amazing life, don't get me wrong, but there feels that there is something missing. And I don't want other kids to go out and not be with their families since a very young age. And I want people to have opportunities because there is a lot of manpower, there is a lot of mental power. It's just that it's not directed in a right way.
The Yatris, selected from all across India, have a lot of fun in the train, which includes some singing and dancing as well. There are a few foreigners on board and a differently abled IT entrepreneur as well.
So one of the major issue I faced, if being a different level person, if you talk about, So accessibility is one of the issue, because I think we have been traveled to a lot of villages, a lot of village areas, a lot of small towns. So their accessibility was one of the issue. But I think the Yatris here are so helpful. They help me to a lot to, you know, maybe we'll do some kind of jugaad to achieve that. It will not be maybe a perfect solution, but everyone helped me a lot to have the things. And definitely because you are in the train, you have to, you know, like you will feel sometimes exhausted because you will be traveling in the train all the time. But, you know, they try their best, and I think we are getting the best food here. So we are definitely not remembering our homes. That is the best part of it.
I mean, it was an adventure. It was something that a friend of mine did years back, and I heard that it was life-changing for them. And it has been an adventure every single minute, and so it certainly lived up to that. I mean, I came here to learn about India, about the people here, about entrepreneurial culture, the social impact space, and of course a little bit about myself. And so I've been doing all of that, so it's been incredible.
Jagriti Yatra hopes to create more job creators than job seekers and expose young entrepreneurs to new business models. The future aim is to build a stronger, robust India.
And by the way, we are also thinking some other interesting formats to do yatra, like a ship yatra on the waters and along the coastal lines is something we have been thinking for quite long. Let's see if you are able to pull that off.